Hey everybody, welcome back to Mansplaining. My name is Mike, and if you're new here, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. We got a lot of great videos, and this one's going to be another great video for you guys. So, as you can see, I'm out here in the nerve center again, in my Cabela's 12x12 Alaknak, and we've got another test. So, if you watched the last video, you saw, so we were trying to test how warm this wood stove could keep the tent. And this wood stove over here is actually a Kni-co Alaskan Junior, and this is the stove that they recommended for this size tent. They didn't have anything in there as far as, you know, temperature ratings, like how well will this work at certain temperatures. You know, after all, this is just a tent, so you can only keep it so warm before the heat goes right on out of this thing. And you might want to watch the last video and see what we think of this Kni-co Alaskan Junior. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. Today, we are going to be testing the, you guessed it, the MSS Military Sleep System. And this is the three-part system. So you have your Gore-Tex bivy, which is this outer shell here. And this is going to be waterproof, and yet it's still supposed to be breathable. So as you can see, this will actually come up and completely cover your whole entire face to try and keep as much heat in as possible. And then you have the black intermediate bag, which is their quote-unquote cold weather bag. You can see it has a very nice baffle here that's supposed to go around your neck, and also this encompasses your head, the top of your head, to keep your head warm. Everybody knows if you want to stay warm, you're going to lose most of your body heat through your head, so you want to make sure to get your head stuck into there. And then, of course, that goes into the bivy as well. And then we have the green patrol bag, or what some people will reference the summer bag. This is a lot thinner of a bag. Still, you can put your head in here, then you can put your head into the intermediate bag, and then into the bivy. Now, with that being said, you can read a whole bunch of information on the internet. And it's on the internet, so it must be true, right? Well, maybe not so much. I see a lot of guys that are, you know, touting this sleeping bag up to -40, -50 degrees. And I'm not necessarily saying that can't happen, but some of that information is misleading, and I plan on getting more accurate, real-world tested information, which also may or may not be very true, because it depends on you. So if you're a cold sleeper, there's no way you're going to get that far down with this. If you're a hot sleeper, sure, maybe you're going to do that. But for how long? The information that I've been able to research, it seems as though from the military this was rated in a -40-ish degree range. Okay, stay with me. I know I said that's not necessarily true. In order to get to that, you have to use all three pieces. Check, got them all. You also have to use the military sleeping pad, which I happen to have one here. Yes, that's a separate one. So you have to use this surplus. You can see the appropriate numbers there. You have to use a military surplus sleeping pad. This is a self-inflating with a bite valve to add a little extra air into it for a little extra support. So you have to use one of these, all three of these bags over here. But then you also have to dress appropriately, and those are the things I don't have. So, in order to achieve this, they have different levels of cold weather gear that you're supposed to wear. Everything from just skivvies, I guess it would be boxers is probably what they issue you. Your boxers and your undershirt. Then they have another level, which is a lightweight base layer material. And then they have another level, which is like a mid-weight, some people may consider it a more heavyweight base layer. But then you get to the third base layer, which is really a heavyweight base layer. That's their extreme cold weather, which is basically snow pants. They call it you get a parka, and you get like snow pants and booties to wear as well. So that would be a fairly heavyweight, and all of this stuff would be issued to you depending upon where you would be deploying. So that's the information I've been able to find out that's factual from, you know, like Marine Corps literature, visual guides, things that you would have gotten with this sleep system. So, can it be done? Yes, in theory. If you're a warm sleeper, if you have all these base layers on, but then the literature states for, I think it was 3, maybe 4 hours. So yeah, you could survive at -40 for 3 or 4 hours with this, all those base layers that were issued to you. But I've never served in any armed forces, and to be honest with you, a lot of people who use this sleeping bag, they also haven't served, so they probably were never issued these. A lot of guys are picking these up online on eBay. Airplanes. I know you guys hear the airplane. Okay, try this. Try this again without the airplane noise. A lot of guys that are using this are picking these up at surplus stores. There's a surplus store. It's about 10 miles away from me. It's got every piece of this. You can buy them all individually if you need them, including the stuff sack. It's a good price. I think if you buy all the pieces for this, it's around $150. And as you can see, or if you watch the previous video, you know you can sleep in this thing down to 0. And I was just wearing jeans and an undershirt and actually this hoodie, oddly enough. I do own other shirts, but I guess it happens to be when I film I wear this one. So, you know, that's the way it works out. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to sleep in this sleeping bag. And I will show you what I'm going to be wearing because I want to give this the best possible chance. And if you're planning on taking the sleeping bag out, you're probably planning on taking some clothes with you. And some of these you should already have. So, I'll go over that in just a minute. But one thing I wanted to say, I will be using this military surplus sleeping pad because that is the one that is quote unquote recommended to use with this system from the government literature I was able to find. So to give this the best possible chance of staying warm for as cold as I can without using the Kni-co Alaskan Junior Wood Stove, I'm going to use that surplus sleeping pad, my surplus MSS military sleep system, and we're going to see just how warm I stay tonight. It's supposed to get down, it's only supposed to get down to about 30. But if I'm really plenty warm in 30, that'll give us a good gauge. And if you watched the last video, you know we've introduced a little bit of technology here. So you can see today is Saturday. It is currently 55 degrees in the tent, which is probably about right. According to my weather app, which is questionable, it's about 43 degrees outside. I know, heat wave. Can't believe it. It's fantastic. That's why I'm only wearing a hoodie. But it's supposed to get down to around 30. So we'll see. We'll be able to see what temperature it actually gets in here. Then I can review the footage, see where we're at. I can let you guys know, oh, it was a bit brisk. I really needed to, you know, cover up my face. Or, holy cow, I was just sweating bullets. We could go even further. So it'll be a good gauge. So am I going to tell you exactly what temperature you can use this in? No. That would be irresponsible and dangerous. I do not want somebody to watch this video and hear me say, oh, you can use this down to -1,000,000 degrees, and then they try it not knowing any better, and then something bad happens. So if you're watching this video to get a dead set temperature number, it's not going to happen. It's irresponsible, and anybody that tells you you should take the sleeping bag out and sleep in negative 20 degrees is very irresponsible. I won't do it. So, but we'll find out and we'll get a decent estimate. So, now I'll show you what I'm going to be wearing while sleeping in this to get the best chance of success. And these are, again, these aren't anything crazy. These are things that you probably would have with you if you're out camping anyways, especially in cold weather. This is pretty much it. I'm not going to get crazy with this. These are things that most people will have. These are just a pair of what I call heavyweight base layers. You could see that it's like a quilted type material. And on the inside here, you can see a little bit better. It's almost like a fleece lining. And all these squares, basically, they help trap air in all these grooves to keep you warm. I bought these at Cabela's many years ago. Here's the top, same thing. Same thing on the inside here. You can see it's more of a like a pleated type design. This one does also have a collar with a zip up, a long sleeve, and I've had this so long that the labels lasted or worn off. But this is made by a company, I guess it's called Heat Last. I've worn these quite a bit, and they do a pretty good job of keeping you warm. I think it has a very good base layer, so I will be wearing these. And then pretty much it's simple stuff. It's the stuff that you're probably gonna have with you. I'm gonna wear my hoodie. I have a t-shirt on underneath that, just a simple pair of jeans. Nothing too crazy. These happen to be my Duluth Trading Company jeans, which I absolutely love. Duluth Trading Company jeans, and I will not buy any more. It's a whole different story. Maybe I'll mansplain that later, but I absolutely love them. Anyways, and then I have just a pair of regular wool socks like you'd wear. Not super thick. They're not too crazy. They're just a pair of wool socks that I don't even know who makes them. I've had them for probably, oh my goodness, 10 years now, I think. So they're well worn in. Just a nice pair of socks help keep my feet warm. So that's what we're going to wear. So I'll get you guys set up when it's time, when we get ready to go to bed. We'll take a look at the temperature. We'll set you up on a time lapse. And then we'll be able to see how cold it gets out in the tent tonight. And maybe we'll try that outside temperature thing. That didn't work last time either, but it was awful cold the last time we tried to do this. So again, projected to be down to about 30 degrees. We'll see what it really gets outside, and we'll see what it really gets inside. And I'll bring you back when we're ready to hit the sack and test this thing out. Welcome back. As you can see, it's a little darker out. What's been half a second for you guys has been hours. So dinner's been had, family time's been had. Got some dishes done, got some other work done. Now it is time. It's time to settle into the tent for the night. I will be honest with you, it's a little cold out here. So as of right now, it's already 32 degrees out, I think last time I checked. So and also the thermometer is going to be useless. So that says low when it gets below 32 degrees apparently. I thought this went lower than that, but I guess it does not. So the outdoor one is in here because it's reading 25. To be real honest with you, I'm not sure that outdoor one's worth a dang. Like I said, according to my weather app, it's about 31 degrees outside. So I don't think that's really any good at all. So needless to say, it's already below freezing in here. And that was about the expected benchmark anyway. So what we're actually going to do, got a little trick here that some of you guys may know about. But this sleeping bag has been out here all day. So as you can imagine, it's probably pretty cold. It doesn't get warm until it traps your heat in it. So we're going to take some of these hot hands, and we're actually going to activate these, and we're going to throw them in a bag to try and warm the bag up before I have to climb into a cold bag. And like I said before, I do have that heavyweight thermal layer on, like I had showed you guys earlier. So I have the shirt and the pants on. I have my hoodie on, and that's it. Luckily, I am testing this at my own house, so if it gets too bad, well, I can go inside. So let me do the testing in my own backyard, and then let you guys know before you guys go out and try this on your own, where you can't get to safety and something bad happens. So I'm going to get these hand warmers set up. I was going to put you guys on a time lapse, but staring at low for the next however many hours is going to be useless. So I guess at this point, I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, everybody. That was an interesting night. Well, it was probably about 10 o'clock, so I guess I slept okay once I finally got to sleep. Everything was pretty okay till about, I don't know, 4 in the morning. I had to get up and use the bathroom. Well, I woke up because I thought I was kind of cold. My face gets really cold. My nose, my face gets really cold. So then what I gotta do is basically I just have to take this and, you know, go underneath. Well, the battery died. Didn't have an extra battery handy, so of course I had to get out of the nice warm sleeping bag. That's mildly annoying, but I gotta get up and get going anyways. I got tons of stuff I gotta get done today, including editing this video and getting it posted, because unfortunately I've been really busy the last week. So like I said, I do have a job. This is kind of weekend warrior stuff for me right now. But anyways, it got down to 30 degrees as I figured it would, about 4 o'clock in the morning. It was quite a bit chilly, to be honest with you. But once I covered up in full, I'm talking, you know, pull that bivvy and sleeping bag, you know, once you pull that stuff over your face, I was fine. But I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you. I really thought I was going to be a little bit warmer down to those temps. I mean, we just did it. But anyways, I did okay in around 30, in the 30s with this bag, with more of a mid-weight, heavyweight base layer, jeans, a hoodie on. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Mike with Mansplaining. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You got any questions, let me know. You want to see more cool videos, make sure you subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.